Hi friends, welcome back to our series of sessions on energy conservation and management. In boiler performance evaluation, today we shall be discussing about blowdown calculations and how to calculate blowdown losses while evaluating the performance of boilers. As we all know, when water is boiled and steam is generated, any dissolved solids contained in the water remain in the boiler. If more solids are put in with the feed water, they will concentrate and may eventually reach a level where their solubility in the water is exceeded and they deposit from the solution. Above a certain level of concentration, these solids encourage foaming and cause carryover of water into the steam. The deposits also lead to scale formation inside the boiler, resulting in localized overheating and finally causing boiler tube failure. It is therefore necessary to control the level of concentration of the solids, and this is achieved by the process of blowing down, where a certain amount of water is blown off and is automatically replaced by feed water, thus maintaining the optimum level of total dissolved solids, TDS, in the boiler water. Blowdown is necessary to protect the surfaces of the heat exchanger in the boiler. However, blowdown can be a significant source of heat loss if properly carried out. The maximum amount of total dissolved solids concentration permissible by various types of boilers is given here. Lancashire boilers, maximum TDS permitted is 10,000 ppm. For smoke and water tube boilers of a capacity up to 12 kg force per square centimeter, up to 5,000 ppm of maximum TDS is permitted. Low pressure water tube boilers, 2,000 to 3,000 ppm. High pressure water tube boiler with superheater, then 3,000 to 3,500 ppm. Then package and economic boilers, 3,000 ppm. And coil boilers and steam generators, 2,000 ppm of maximum TDS of 2,000 ppm is permissible for the blowdown. Then we see the conductivity as indicator of boiler water quality, since it is tedious and time consuming to measure total dissolved solids in boiler water system. Conductivity measurement is used for monitoring the overall TDS present in the boiler. A rise in conductivity indicates a rise in the contamination of the boiler water. Conventional methods of blowing down the boiler depend on two kinds of blowdown: intermittent blowdown and continuous blowdown. So intermittent blowdown is given manually, operating a valve fitted to discharge pipe at the lowest point of boiler shell to reduce parameters like TDS, conductivity, pH, silica, phosphorus concentration, etc., within the prescribed limits, so that the steam quality is not likely to be affected. In intermittent blowdown, a large diameter line is opened for a short period of time, the time being based on thumb rule, such as once in a shift for 2 minutes. Intermittent blowdown requires large short-term increases in the amount of feed water put into the boiler, and hence may necessitate larger feed water pumps than if continuous blowdown is used. Also, TDS level will be varying, thereby causing fluctuations of the water level in the boiler due to changes in steam bubble size and distribution, which accompany changes in the concentration of solids. Also, substantial amount of heat energy is also lost with intermittent blowdown. When you see the continuous blowdown, there is a steady and constant dispatch of small stream of concentrated boiler water and replacement by steady and constant inflow of feed water. This ensures constant TDS and steam purity at given steam load. Once blowdown valve is set for a given conditions, there is no need for regular operator intervention. Here we are saying this is the TDS control system. We have a boiler drum. This is for the automatic blowdown. Then we have the heat exchanger, where the blowdown is heat is recovered, and then continuous blowdown is let down, and this is done by the cold water, makeup water, which is going through to the DA. So in the continuous blowdown, even though large quantities of heat are wasted, opportunities exist for recovering this heat by blowing into a flash tank and generating flash steam. The flash steam can be used for preheating boiler feed water or for any other purpose. This type of blowdown is common in high pressure boilers. And if you see the boiler calculations, the quantity of blowdown required to control boiler feed water solids concentration is calculated by using the formula percentage of blowdown is equal to feed water TDS multiplied by percentage of makeup water divided by maximum permissible DDS in boiler water. If maximum permissible limit of TDS as in a package boiler is 3000 ppm, as we have just seen in the table, percentage makeup water is 10% and TDS in feed water is 300 ppm. Then the percentage blowdown is given as 300 multiplied by 10 divided by 3000. 300 is the feed water TDS and 10% is the percentage makeup water and 3000 is the maximum permissible TDS in the boiler water. So we are getting 1%. So if boiler evaporation rate is 3000 kgs per hour, then required blowdown rate is 3000 into 1%, that is 30 kgs per hour. So for every hour, we need to blow down 30 kg of water from the boiler. And that's how we calculate the blowdown, how much of water needs to be blowed down from the boiler. Then the benefits of blowdown include, this is the proper, we have number of boilers, boiler 1, boiler 2, boiler 3, all are connected to the strainers. And then we have heat exchanger, making up water, feed water heater. This is a blowdown heat recovery system where we have a flash tank and the blowdown coming from different 3 boilers are made to pass through the heat exchanger. And then the makeup water is given, mixed with the feed water tank, and then it goes to the boiler feed water again. So good boiler blowdown control can significantly reduce treatment and operational costs that include lower pre-treatment costs, less makeup water consumption, reduced maintenance downtime, increased boiler life, and lower consumption of treatment chemicals that are used in the boiler feed water treatment. Next, we'll discuss about the feed water treatment in our next edition of the video. Hope you have enjoyed this section. Thank you very much.